Hi, my name is Diane, and I'm going to be reading you your Bible story tonight, this morning, from the Spark Story Bible. So if you need to pause this video and go get your Bible so that you can follow along, now would be a great time to do that. I also want to show you that I have my doggie here with me tonight, and her name is Jazzy. And so I'd like you to meet Jazzy. And sometimes she likes stories to be read to her too, so I thought maybe she should join us. Today's story is going to be about three things. One thing that the story talks about is friendship. And did you know that Jesus had friends? Maybe you have friends. Maybe your mom is your really good friend. Maybe your neighbor is. Maybe your brother or sister is a good friend. But Jesus also had friends. And we're going to talk about three of Jesus' friends tonight in the Bible story. The next thing that this story is about is that one of these friends of Jesus ends up dying. And that is very sad. I'm sure you can imagine how sad it would be if someone that you knew and loved and that was your friend, and if they died. So the story is about that, but then the best part of the story is about how Jesus uses his great power to make that friend come alive again and raise from the dead. So here we are. We're on page 440, and the story is about Lazarus. Lazarus and his two sisters, Mary and Martha. Three of Jesus' good friends included a man named Lazarus and his sisters, Mary and Martha. Jesus was on a long journey or a trip when he found out that Lazarus was dying. It took Jesus a few days to travel to see his sick friend. And when Jesus arrived, he saw Lazarus' sister, Martha. She had some very sad news. "Jesus, Lazarus is dead," cried Martha. "I wish you could have arrived earlier. You might have been able to save him." Jesus tried to comfort her. "Martha, do not be sad. Lazarus will live again." Martha believed what Jesus said. Then Lazarus' other sister, Mary, came to greet Jesus. She wished Jesus had come sooner too. "Jesus, if you had been here, Lazarus might still be alive," she cried. She also believed that Jesus could have healed her brother. Jesus was sad because Lazarus had died, and he cried too. Jesus, Martha, and Mary went to the tomb where Lazarus was buried. Jesus told some people standing there, "Take the stone away from the tomb." The people were surprised at what Jesus said. Martha reminded Jesus that Lazarus had been dead for 4 days. They had already made his body ready for burial by wrapping it in special clothes. But Jesus knew what he was doing. He insisted that they open the tomb. And when the heavy stone was rolled away, Jesus said, "Lazarus, come out." The people were frightened and amazed when Lazarus came out of the tomb. Since his hands and his feet were all wrapped up in the burial clothes, the people had to help Lazarus. And when the people saw Lazarus live again, they laughed and sang and danced. And many of the people that day believed Jesus would bring new life to all people. So now there's 2 questions I'd like you to think about. If you had been friends with Lazarus, how would you feel if he had died? And how would you feel after you saw that he had become alive again? So think about those things and talk about them with the people who are around you this morning. Until next time, God bless you.